Waffleberg, your mouth is too small for it.
Too small for what?
Look at me, I'm Potoo now.
That wasn't Santa.
Oh?
It was me.
You're not a bird! Stop it.
Okay, what the hell's going on?
The great voice in the sky says they're me now. I don't know where they got that mask from, but okay.
You are not Moon Man. You are not forgotten, you are just scrap heap now.
Because I still have access to Josh's thing, so the time was Josh.
I want that to be the last thing friggin' Josh sees when he enters the chat. Just like,
Just, It's totally a Josh thing would do.
Exactly.
Can I just I'm gonna go AFK for a minute to get a drink.
Alright. While you're going to get a drink, I will say greetings everyone and welcome back to the Dark Tides of Runeterra. Josh will be with us uno momento. But for now, we shall recap with what happened last time. People got drunk. There was vomit. Mariah threw around the room like a potato. This is all. I mean, if you want the more serious stuff, Kuiper found another Lunari. A note was left to them by a Alari that's hunting them. Delris learned about the Road Rune and about Brand. And there's also learned there's a war going on in the Freljord. Waffleberg has hired some Noxians to go hunt down a pirate that threatened the party, while repairing some legs. And I don't know what Potoo got up to. I think Potoo was just sneaking up and spying on people.
Potoo was spying on Waffleberg.
Oh yeah,
It's not spying.
He's spying.
And you also got a new little Krug friend that has in gold, the Sentinel of Light logo emblazoned on it.
Yes.
Seems to be giving off a nice light radius thing that is said to ward off the Shadow Isles.
Yes, little pancake bird.
Pancake bird. And Mariah's probably having life regrets right now.
Probably hungover.
I'm just imagining just overnight you didn't even untie her, you just left her up there and just abandoned the room.
She vomited everywhere.
She's not on the ceiling. I think somebody actually got her down. I don't know about untying though.
No, I don't think we got her down.
But Waffleberg is taking her room. He has already moved all of his stuff into her room, and he has moved her stuff into this room.
So, as morning breaks, Mariah, you're still tied up, swinging about in your room. You're just hearing slight groans and complaints from the many things inside your hair, as well as possibly your own mind just chastising you for drinking.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
And the marvelous pool of vomit that you're just hovering over.
I don't think it's so much a pool of vomit. I'm just imagining with the force of it, she just started spinning around. So it's like you've made a swirl of vomit around the room.
What happened? I don't feel well.
Sharky Teeth will start to know on the rope and just drop you.
Good lad, Sharky.
There's just the sound of the eggplant man. I don't like spinning.
just look at one that's still just half formed on the wall as it flew off and splatted legs first.
Oh, I can't
The way
even
to go.
remember that.
Oh god.
Ugh.
What happened there? Did you eat your microphone?
No,
Yes.
I didn't actually eat my microphone.
You just like have Alari there, just like comes back in from her room in the morning. It's like, good lad, Shocky. It's like,
Uh,
what a wonderful morning.
let me,
I'm going to get some coffee.
I was about to say, let me just roll a couple of things for peeps. Yeah, Alari. A little bit of a sting in your head, but not too bad.
Kind of like,
I'm rolling disadvantage for you, Mariah, because you was also spinning. Yeah, you are as rough as what I've made it out to be. Just like Sharky Chief, just freeze your binds so that you can actually get up.
I just feel like lying down on the ground, full of sick.
I feel like getting fresh air.
I feel dead on the inside.
I feel it smells rotten in here.
Like my soul.
Who is
I just
Mr. Pressed
imagine-
Eggplant?
I just imagine that's not even an eggplant, it's just Waffleberg stood next to it doing like a mimicry job.
I mean, vultures are related to mockingbirds.
Not
Single-
closely related as a finch and a freaking eagle.
Oh god. I read that wrong for a second.
I eat finches for breakfast.
There's a TV show on the moment, I don't know which one it is, but it showed like someone going to a certain island, and it's called Mundu Island. But I missed an O off it, and I read it as Mundo Island.
That's not good.
Mundo got his own clinic on island.
Turns out it's a survival show.
Alari kind of goes to the counter. He's like, "Hi, good morning. Could I perhaps have some coffee?"
We hear the stool being pushed into place, and the rabbit folk hops onto there, but it's not the same one from last night. This one
Oh,
does have
hello.
legs and does seem younger.
I didn't recognize you.
Hi, no, my dad's asleep right now. I can make you a coffee.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no
Not
problem.
too much trouble. Okay, thank you very much.
No, we got the latest tech here, it'll be fine.
All right.
And she'll just hop off and scurry into the kitchen just to make the coffee. Around you, there seems to be a few other people you recognize from last night. The wagon from Shurima and the people are still there. You see only one of the friendly audience. You don't see the Noxians.
Hmm. She doesn't look like Alari right now. She does just look like Delris, but with blue eyes and blue hair.
Yeah. She needs a coffee before she can use her spell.
She's just kind of like, I'm not going to use that spell this morning.
I'm sorry, but anybody that doesn't know about them would just automatically assume, after they've seen them multiple times, it's just like, oh, so they're the kind of person that dyes their hair every other day. Okay.
You know what? She can just use her tattoo.
Yeah.
So she just kind of I'll be back in a moment for that coffee, and then kind of goes around a corner and changes her appearance with the tattoo. Though she's a little bit shorter
Alright.
than she normally is as Alari.
So as you're waiting at the counter for your coffee,
Mm-hmm.
Waffleberg, I'm assuming you
Yes.
exit at this point with the legs.
Yes, Waffleberg does have the legs, and there are a few changes he has made to the legs, but he will explain that to the individual.
Okay. You just exit the corridor into the main room. Just step to one side of the door, well, of the archway. It's just the legs just start stomping through. And you just hear a voice from the kitchen be like, I'll be out in a second if you want an order as well. Just leave the order at the counter and I'll get to it.
Not order. Well, yes, order. Your order of me. Wait, you a different voice, different person?
Yes, it's the bartender from last night's child.
Oh, I have your father's legs. Better legs.
He's asleep right now. He's trying to get his energy before he goes out fishing for today, but I'll let him know when he wakes up.
Okay. I should state then that these legs, like, they look like the original legs, except they now have expendable hooks on the bottom that can sort of jut out so that they can attach themselves to the ground. They are significantly more waterproof. They have little fins for swimming, and they can be rocket powered. Also, there's a self-destruct button, but it's the button itself is not connected to anything. It's just for aesthetics, as far as you know.
He just presses the self-destruct button by stunt. You just watch Mariah just sees up. Uh-oh.
Just Mariah goes boom. Told you she was Bob.
Potoo, what would you be doing at this time?
Uh, After delicately collecting my rope, uh, that is a good question. We haven't been told anything about the note yet, have we?
No, to Waffleberg and Alari, Kuiper is still in their room. They still haven't exited.
Personal space is necessary for individuals who have fallen in love or have had one night stand and one night stand has not worked out. Yes?
Hmm.
I don't know what you think happened there, but I
They,
think you reading
it was
wrong.
hookup. Am I reading it wrong? I read lots of things wrong. It's very difficult to read with glasses that are fogged up 24/7.
At that point, the
Just kind of
small
takes your glasses, cleans them, gives you them back.
at that point the
Oh, ugh, ugh.
at that point the
Who are
small
you?
Alari.
Oh,
I feel like I
okay.
should be offended.
Yes.
at that point the small rabbit girl will exit the kitchen with the cup of coffee and just slide it onto the top.
Ah, thank you very much,
And
my dear.
then she'll just start sniffing the earth, just like something doesn't smell right.
Something doesn't smell right?
No, no, no. Something smells off. And it isn't in the kitchen
Oh,
because that smells fresh.
how? What smells off?
Like sour milk and rubbish.
From
Waffleberg
where?
did take a shower. I will state, Waffleberg did clean himself.
No, 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 it's not coming for you, lot. And she will just like to sniff the air as she comes from behind the counter. And she will walk down the corridor. And just like moments later, you see a frog marching Mariah to the shower, to like the baths. You're like, you need to go take a shower,
Oh,
you need to go take a bath, Missy. You're covered in sick. I told you not to drink that much.
I just want to go to sleep.
No, 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 no. Refresh first. Refresh first. I'm gonna need to get someone in to clean this
ah.
room.
I could give her some anesthetics.
One
I
moment.
don't think that's a good idea while she's taking a bath.
One moment.
Waffleberg just slowly puts a bone saw back into his bag. Okay.
One moment then. And you see the small rabbit girl step into the room. And those of you that have a sense of magic would sense a magical burst from within.
Mhm.
And she comes back out. Okay, room sorted.
Oh,
You're a
that's a fact.
cleanomancer.
She used prestidigitation to clean it.
Or several instances of prestidigitation all at once, just
Pretty
kind of
much.
like.
Pretty much. It was just like you would have felt like one burst. No. Second burst. It's still there. Third burst. Okay, that'll do.
She just used the frickin' multi-familiar spell and just frickin' used them all to do it.
It's like, well, you're very talented in magic, little one.
Yeah, my mom taught me while she was still alive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
It's fine, it was years ago. The sea claimed her.
Was she a sailor?
Yeah.
No.
Unfortunately, the captain of the ship she used to work on used to try and push his luck a lot. They forgot to pay the tide.
Ooh,
Ah,
Last,
I see what they did wrong.
last thing anyone saw was just a giant hand come out the water and just gone.
Oof, I've got to hand it to your miseries. I'm gonna go now.
She
yes,
just kind
do.
of gives you a glare at that. Oh god, the two Kuipers.
She's like,
Wait, when did you sneak in? I didn't hear the ping.
he literally just got here as we were
Yeah.
talking.
So, at this point, we can say, Kuiper, did you get any sleep last night?
Huh?
Did you get any sleep last night?
No, Kuiper does not sleep.
Okay, so I'm assuming you just spent like the night just
Though he
trying
probably kept Waffleberg up, just having an ungodly rant.
So that explains what you were hearing last night, Waffleberg. You was hearing Kuiper just moaning on about something.
Yes, yes, no, yes. Yes.
Which would explain why you
Yes.
thought the hookup didn't work so well.
Yes.
It's
Is oops, sorry.
No, it's okay. You can finish what you were saying.
Oh no, now the legs have been dropped off and I'm guessing there is no sign of the Noxian soldiers.
not yet. There's-
Waffleberg will walk over to Kuiper's door. Moon Man,
What?
are you okay?
He just opens the door like nothing's happened.
Oh, good,
Greetings.
you're
How are you?
okay. I am perfect. I just wanted to make sure you are fine. Situations like one night stands and hookups can sometimes cause emotional drag. Are you emotionally okay? Waffleberg is not a therapist, so he does not know.
Sort of holds a finger up like, I'm fine. What is the plan?
What plan? Oh, plan. Yes. Well, we have several plans. Waffleberg has plan.
Good.
Yes.
He goes to
Waffleberg's
pack
gonna
his
torture
things.
somebody.
What?
What? What?
I'm sure things will be explained.
Waffleberg just explained them.
He finished packs his things and
You're right
leaves
there.
the room. I'm okay.
I got the imagery of that. Like Kuiper goes over to his thing to pack, and then reality warps. It's like he's fucking lagging just all over the place. Waffleberg's just like, ah!
It's just like the stutter you see, like the rubber banding effect.
Waffleberg's just like, what is going on?
Okay.
I packed this, I packed that, I packed this again. Wait, so, Alari,
Hmm?
while you're having your coffee, just trying to
Yep.
wake up, the front door is open to the
Mhm.
tap room.
Look behind.
In comes the younger of the three friendly audience. And over his
Ah.
shoulder is a large barrel.
Good morning.
Morning, miss.
What have you got there?
Something I found near the docks.
Hmm.
He'll just slam the barrel down onto the ground. I got a bad feeling about this either way, as he drums his fingers on top. So,
Can Waffleberg see the barrel?
you was in the corridor.
Okay. Yeah, you're in corridor outside Kuiper's room.
Yeah.
And this is like happening like in the front of the tavern.
Oh, that's fair. I forgot that the corridor is not a direct sight.
So, if you don't mind me, miss, and he'll
Mm.
move the top of the barrel off, peer inside, then quickly seal the barrel back up. Yep,
What is it?
not a pretty sight. Not a pretty sight.
Pretty sight how? Like, is someone's body in there? Is it some eldritch monstrosity?
The former, maybe the latter, if it's well, let's just say I don't recall seeing anyone here with 2 left arms yesterday.
Kind of walks over. Kind of like, open it.
You opening it?
Well, I'll tell him to open
Oh.
it.
He'll side, walk back over, just move the top. And yeah, it's a pile of limbs and body parts. Quite fresh by the looks of the blood. And at the top you do clearly see 2 left arms. But it seems to be more than just arms in there.
Is there anything like on them, like bits of cloth or anything like that?
Investigation.
Investigation. $10.
Yeah, you see something. Just about.
Can I look at it? See if there's any like revealing markings?
You see the icon of Noxus.
Well, that's not good. I would say these are the limbs of the Noxian soldiers.
The ones that your friend hired to go after that pirate.
He hired some. I was very drunk last night. But
I noticed with the whole accent and such.
yes. But if they indeed sent them after these pirates, did you see the pirate ship still there in port, or were they gone?
I didn't see any ship.
Well, these are definitely the Noxian soldiers. This is their insignia. But is it just limbs, or are like torsos and stuff in there too, or is it just limbs?
From your investigation, there does seem to be some stuff missing, like body part wise.
Like freaking heads and shit.
Mainly the torso seems to be missing.
Torso, but are their heads there?
Only one of the heads is there.
Well, that's... I don't know what the pirates are doing with them, but it seems like they're torsos, and most of the heads are missing.
If you had to ask me, man, organ harvesting.
I guess that would be a thing, yes.
I'll explain why the torsos aren't there. That's where all the valuable organs are.
But usually you'd kind of keep the people alive for organ harvesting until you get them to where you need them to go. But you can close it now.
He'll do so, just like seal the barrel back up. And as he does so, the young rabbit girl walks back from having frog marched Mariah to go have a bath. She'll start sniffing the air as well. I thought I cleaned that room. What is that smell?
It's sadly a bad bit of business. Noxian people who were here last night, at the behest and hirement of a friend of mine, went to go find the pirate who assaulted me. And, well, this seems to be what's left of it. Looks at the barrel.
Okay, that explains the blood smell, like the strong coppery blood smell in the air. But what's that other smell?
Other smell? What do you smell?
She'll start sniffing the air. Kind of like a smoky smell.
Smoke.
Mm.
Can I, start kind of seeing if I can try and find the kind of source of that. Like, if she
Uh,
can, like, ask her if she can try and help me find the source of it.
Investigation with advantage if she's going to help you.
Yeah, look. Would you help me find the source of that smell? I might be able to do something.
I can give it an attempt. At that point, anyone that's in the corridor can come into the main room having smelled what is clearly blood in the air.
Oh my god.
Oh,
There is, if there is the other smell, Waffleberg being a being a weapon merchant from Zon as well.
Yes.
Would you say he'd be able to know the scent, or at least?
You can roll me an investigation as well, but it's a lower DC
Okay,
than Alari would have.
that's fair.
I'm not
That
past
is
any
a
of you two.
22.
What did you roll, sorry? 20?
It's
22.
Okay. Yeah, you can, as you walk around, you can tell what the smell is. Gunpowder.
Who's got gunpowder?
gunpowder.
Yes, explosives.
Mm,
Is what I use for these. He pulls out his pipe pistol, looks down at the barrel. Who that?
the Noxians you sent to find the pirate last night.
Oh, so hard to get good help. Is the scent coming from the
Well,
barrel?
Yes it is.
most of them, their torsos and most of their heads are missing.
Yes, yes. Excuse me a moment, Alari. Mr. Freljordian, can you hold the door for me?
With those two rolls I've done, both the small rabbit girl and the Freljordan have clicked onto what's happening, and he will move quickly to open the door, and the rabbit girl's there going, quick, quick, get it out here, get it out here, get it out here, get it out here.
Waffleberg is rolling it out like he's just kicking it out of there.
Yeah,
Take cover! Waffleberg
Uh,
dies behind the bar.
roll me a strength first.
Okay, that's not Waffleberg's strong suit, but
Because
that's a 18.
Because this is a heavy barrel, but you do manage to get it over and kick it with enough force to get it going towards the docks.
Yeah, and upon it just getting out of the door, Waffleberg's just looking for cover, just diving.
The Freljordan will slam the door shut and dive as well. And the rabbit girl just goes, anybody that's in the immediate vicinity, hit the deck!
Get down on the floor.
wait, is that barrel heading for anything, or has
Uh,
it just been sort of pushed out?
It's been pushed outwards and rolling towards the docks, but I am going to roll a 1d2 to see if it does actually make it into the water or not. 1, it's in the water. 2, it's still on land. You all wait, and you hear a whoosh, and then a large explosion rocks the area.
Whoa.
Ha! Amateur work.
And oddly enough,
Well,
the tavern walls seem fine. As if
oh,
the Krugstones really do help with the situation. The door seemed better this though.
Waffleberg just stands up, straightens himself up. Well, it seems that the associates are hard to get. I do apologize that the failure of my comrades has brought this upon you. He's going to hand the rabbit girl the rest of their pay, which was 200 gold. For sentimental value, I guess.
She'll take only 50 of it and had the rest back before wandering over to the door and just casting mend.
Okay, I won't. I mean, I won't say no about that. But
He saves on repair bills.
yeah, it's fair.
Quite literally, I only took the 50 because of, you know, breakfast, that extra coffee, and also having to clean up that room of the vomit. She shouts towards the bathroom.
To be fair, the
Shut
vomit wasn't my
it!
fault. The breakfast wasn't my fault, and the coffee were her order. But that's fine. That's fine.
I thought you were
Waffleberg
paying
has
us like a
enough
team.
money. I didn't realize we were all paying. I also
She'll-
didn't realize that Waffleberg is the money basket for these hobos, but that's fine!
She will
I
peer.
mean, Waffleberg, you're the one who decided to pay right now.
Yes, but that was paying because of the stupidity of the people that I hired. It's very hard to find good help nowadays.
She will
Yes,
peer.
that covers the check.
She will peer out of one of the destroyed windows. And I guess that 50 I took as well can also go help towards the time it's going to take to fix the docks. Ugh.
Yes, you can, when they ask you whose fault that is, you can tell them it is a man by the name of Kuiper. His fault.
Head cracks towards.
Just like head pops out from the corridor. Just
Either
Anyway.
way,
Yes,
we have to find a boat, actually.
I think we just blew up boats. But wait, wasn't Moonman making us a boat?
I have a
Can he
boat.
actually? You have a boat.
I have said this many times.
He has! I'm very surprised that everybody but me keeps forgetting.
You know I haven't forgotten.
Oh, you still exist.
Yes, I still exist.
Oh.
You sound disappointed.
Yeah, less disappointment, more so. Nothing against you, Potato.
Eh,
Either way,
At this point, you all see a familiar powder monkey run across from Potoo's room out the window.
Shmee?
who raises an eyebrow
Potoo?
and follows me.
As you follow,
I'll follow Potoo.
as you both follow Smee outside, you see Smee get just like a letter again, just start writing in it. Holds it up as a parrot comes swooping down to take it off. And then fishes something from out of the docks. Just like kind of shakes it off the best it can because, you know, wet powder is not good.
Here, let me. I
Uh,
kind of use prestidigitation to dry it.
It's part of the barrel. Quite clearly has Gangplank's logo on it.
Honestly, I don't know why they brought it in if it was related to him.
Well,
mean,
in all honesty,
everyone-
they didn't.
Everyone here thinks Gangplank's dead.
True.
So they probably didn't think anything of it. Smee,
Smee
did you happen to include a note to your mistress about the fact that Gangplank is trying to recruit us again and trying now to kill us because we said no?
Smee nods.
Good monkey.
Smee will then take the plaque, the little icon thing,
Mhm.
and will burn it.
Okay.
That is a smart monkey.
It will then just like get out another piece of paper, just start scribbling down, hand it to you as a way of communication.
Looks
Just
at
with
it.
Wait,
the
it
note
is a
saying,
monkey?
just with the note saying, Gangplank must remain dead in people's eyes. Otherwise,
Nods.
panic.
It's like, okay. I would pet you, but you don't really like me that much.
It just kind of squints and then slowly walks over
I
to
don't think it
Potoo.
would appreciate.
I'm not made of fire!
I don't think Smee appreciates head pats.
But I'm not actually made of fire!
Smee just looks at you, makes like a symbol of like a head pat, shakes head, makes like, do you know like the symbol of where it's like, oh yeah, no, I need payment, like rubbing the thumb between the fingers. Does that and nods. Speed prefers payment.
I'm not giving you gold, you little robber. I will give you banana later. How about that?
Smee ponders this. Smee accepts these terms.
Also, I'm thinking it may be better for the critters like Smee and Sharky Teeth, picks him up, and Draken just looks at the dog, to maybe stay on the boat or somewhere safe while we deal with the people on this island that we're going to.
That's not a bad idea.
Does that include us? The words echo in your head, Potoo. Would you prefer us to stay on the boat?
It just kind of thinks towards Legion. Do you want to stay on the boat?
Separation may cause issues for you, but at the same
Yeah.
time, the overwhelming energies of the Shadow Isles, if not making control a bit harder, could point our former master to your location.
I do believe we should leave your devil sword as well.
There are no devils. Tell her there are no devils in here. The real devils
Legion
lie
says there's
outside.
no. Legion says
What's-
there's no devils within the sword.
Why?
I don't
Why are
feel
we talking?
comfortable taking your Shadow Isles sword to a place corrupted by the Shadow Isles.
Just me, Alari. This is not a devil sword. There are worse weapons than this.
It still stands that I don't feel comfortable taking a Shadow Isles sword to what is essentially a mini Shadow Isles.
Yes, but in defense, if Potoo requires something for the horrible side effects that it may cause, Waffleberg has anesthetics.
Put the bone saw away. That is not. You need to actually research what anesthetic is.
You just
Waffleberg
kinda
has. There
win.
are pictures of bone saws. That's why I moved on from syringe to bone saw.
No, that's not what anesthetic is.
At this,
Waffleberg is fairly certain that Waffleberg knows
I am
more
an
about science than
alchemist.
medicine. Waffleberg is also alchemist. He has whole store.
at this
He
point,
makes dirks.
Go on.
at this point, Mariah, you find the rest arguing outside, and you just slowly drag yourself outside, still suffering from the hangover.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love the fact that
Waffleberg
the
also has cure for
muffledness.
hangover.
I love the fact that the muffledness just adds to it.
It does.
Just kind of like, look, anesthetic is a chemical that is injected or applied to an area to make it numb so that the person does not feel pain.
Exactly. That is what Waffleberg is saying.
Kuiper,
I
No,
need
you're
some of
using a
that.
bone saw.
Kuiper.
Yep.
While they're all arguing, you could spend some time looking around the docks for somewhere stable to summon your boat.
That
Look,
sounds good.
Waffleberg uses bone saw to open individual to pour chemicals in.
But no, you don't use a bone saw to put the chemicals in. You use a
Look,
very fine
I think
syringe
I
or-
think a Zonian knows how to use a bone saw.
Who's just going to casually sneak away while they are talking about bone saws and anesthetic?
In that case, Potoo, you see Kuiper just like walk a bit away, look at the docks, and then just get the most blankest look on the face of, where do I summon a boat? Where do I summon a boat?
Just milling around like, don't know what I'm doing.
Meanwhile,
Shall I
I
do an
will-
investigation for a proper location?
Yes, you can help.
I'll go into my alchemist kit and pull out these kind of leaves and hand them to Mariah and just kind of like, this should help with your pain. Just chew
Oh,
on
That's
them.
thank
seven.
you. That's so nice. You chew on them. Ew.
Just chew on them,
fine.
you'll feel better.
I'll listen to you.
Yeah, Potoo, you help point Kuiper towards some of the more remaining standing docks. Where there seems to be a
Yes,
longboat waiting.
Longboat?
Yes.
like a Freljordian longboat.
No. Oddly enough,
Did
not like a
our
Freljordian longboat.
shadowy
Ionian?
friends bring us a boat while we weren't paying attention?
Uh,
Second
feel
thought,
like
maybe
roll-
the shadows should stay behind as well.
I'm going to roll a perception just in case. That's a 22.
okay.
Actually, I think that is illegal for the shadow to do according to our agreement with the seer.
Yes.
Doesn't change the fact that Alari doesn't like
I'll
it.
say that you're the first person to head up there to see this, Potoo.
Mm.
As you get closer to investigate this, you find this on the side.
What is?
Shall I roll to see what the piss that is? Because I do not know out of character.
History.
Ew. Out of character, I do know what that is. Ew.
Does Kuiper see this?
I'll say you can have a look if Potoo decides to.
Okay.
If Potoo fails this, you can go and have a look. Otherwise, Potoo may want to try and keep you away from this. I don't know. So what did you roll for history?
20?
It's the mark of the Solari.
Two kind of gets a little bit of a mischievous idea. Is there anybody on the boat?
Doesn't seem to be. No.
I'll just kind of start wandering towards
Yeah.
the docks to see what the others are doing.
Can I roll a perception to see if I can hear anybody?
Roll a perception. What were you doing
Just
there?
in
Sorry,
case.
Alari.
Oh, she's just gonna like shake her head after giving Mariah the kind of leaves that'll help with their hangover a little bit. And just kind of starts walking down to the docks to see if Kuiper's made the boat yet.
As she does that, Waffleberg will reach into his alchemist bag, take out about a few nuts and bolts. Eat those. It will help with the stupidity of the other one. And then he will walk down to the docks as well.
Mariah, roll an intelligence.
Oh, God.
Waffleberg is the smartest person here, and yet he is the most batshit crazy.
Nat 20. You look at these
So
nuts
that's-
and bolts. These aren't people food. This is gun food, and you pocket it. Add to your inventory a handful of nuts and bolts. You can use these in case your gun gets damaged to repair it.
Also, I got a nat 20 for that perception.
Yes.
Hmm.
Potoo,
Hmm?
make me a stealth first of all.
Oh, goody. One of the other things I'm good at. Dirty 20.
You slowly sneak on board. You start to hear some noises coming from below. Did you just manage to get below deck? Because it's like one of those big longboats, so it's like the two-story ones where like the top floor and then like an underneath thing.
Mm-hmm.
You find what seems to be a sack, slightly wriggling and just muffled crying noises.
Like, let me out of the bag crying noises,
Yes.
or...
Like that kind of noise and also regret noises.
Who's going to take the bag?
You're just taking the bag. Okay. You lift up this clearly human-sized bag.
I mean, I've got a 17 strength. Do you want me to pick it up?
Yeah, that's fine. And you're just getting off the boat with that.
Is that the only thing I hear and find?
Until you pick her up, yes. Well, until you pick it up, yes. Then as soon as you pick it up, it starts to squirm and panic, and the noises get louder.
I'm not a sun-crazed idiot. Be quiet.
Roll me a persuasion.
I take personal offense to that.
It's kind of there, like, Kuiper.
Waffleberg just appeared behind.
Just kind of walks up to Kuiper while this is all happening. He's like, Kuiper, how is it going, little one?
You sort of see half of a celestial looking. It's not a massive boat. Enough for 6 people.
Why is it shiny? Where's the metal?
For some reason on the side it has labelled the love boat.
What? Moon man.
he's concentrating.
He's just gonna he's just gonna lean down to Moon man. Put away cannons. As he's just sort of slowly backing up, hopefully getting the word cannon stuck in his mind as he's creating the boat. Cannon!
Roll me a wisdom save there, Kuiper.
Wisdom.
Yep, you're fine. I was going to say, if that
Turns
failed,
toward
instead of a
you.
sail, there would have been a cannon in the middle.
It just turns towards you. I cannot create cannons.
What about rockets? You could make it rocket powered.
Nope.
Let him work, Waffleberg.
Fine.
Potoo,
I'm just trying to make it look better.
the bag calms down, and you slowly get them back above deck, back onto the docks. Everyone else, aside from Kuiper, who's concentrating on the boats, can roll me perceptions.
Oh my god.
Alari senses tingle that something's off. Head instantly snaps towards boat. Waffleberg, you heard somebody say it wasn't crazed lunatics. You feel offended, your head snaps towards it.
I also feel like just the sickening snap of Alari's neck is enough just to make Waffleberg's eyes like, are you okay? And just look where she's looking. Like, what?
What is the at? And Mariah, do you want to roll perception? Especially given you are no longer hungover because of minty leaves. Yep.
Also, bolts and
No, she's pocketed the nuts and bolts.
that was the goal.
Yep. You don't look over as fast, but you spot the other two looking over, so you look over as well. To see Potoo coming off a longboat with what is definitely someone in a sack.
Just kind of.
Oh,
Potoo's going to put a finger to his beak. Shh.
Come here.
Potoo is making his way over in the most comical fashion possible.
Potato?
Why have you got
What
a
is-
person in a sack?
First off, I'm very proud of you being able to sneak up on somebody, knock them out, and put them in a bag. But second off, why?
One, I didn't put them in the sack. I found them in the sack. Two,
Oh,
that's so.
could you open the sack slightly?
Potoo just kind of opens the sack, actually. Once they're out of sight of the Solari boat, just in case.
No, there is no outer sight of the
Waffleberg.
Solari boat from where the boat's been built.
Yeah.
So you would have to
Waffleberg
take
kind
it
of
somewhere.
peeks in.
Let's go back up to the tavern for now.
Would you get this?
Off of a boat.
So,
What boat?
Who just kind of describes the symbol that
Just
was on the
points
boat,
to the boat.
yeah.
as well
I mean,
as
it's the only
points to the
boat here
boat.
besides ours.
Yeah.
Oh. Ah,
Kuiper, you hear them all talking. You look over to see them carrying the sack. Then you look over to the boat and you
What
see
do
the
you-
symbol.
a 9 out of 10 finished boat is now left.
Potato,
leaving.
Potato.
Kuiper?
Yes, but Potato found a person in a bag.
Maybe put them down and like open the bag.
That
Yes, that
was
could
the
be
plan.
bad. They could have just been playing hide and seek.
Not from the sounds of it, no. That was the plan. Potoo
So,
just gently puts the bag down and opens it.
okay. As you open it, a familiar head pops out. As a gagged Stellaris looks at you all.
Oh, you're the girl from last
Moon
night.
Man.
She'd take the gag off her.
I did not realize that you and Moon Man were into this kind
And
of
like,
thing. Wow.
she'll be helping her out of the bag and untying any bindings that are on her.
Should we destroy the ship? Like,
As you do so, Alari, you notice to be quite some fresh wounds on her, including what seems to be a giant impact to the back of the head.
Someone took you by surprise. It's
Okay,
kind of like
what happened?
They sent one of the hunters. They sent one of the hunters to follow me.
that sounds intimidating.
She'll just look around before running back to the longboat.
What?
Oh,
Where are
Don't
you?
follow to the long
I'll
boat.
follow her.
yeah, Waffleberg is following her as well. He is
Also?
also.
Alari, as you get
Yeah.
closer, she just kind of grabs you by the shoulders. You're not fire, right? You look like you're on fire.
Yes.
Burn the longboat.
You want me to burn it?
I want you to burn
Okay,
the
you were
longboat so
hit.
she can't follow us.
You were.
Okay. Is
If
there
you
anyone
want to wait,
on the
I will.
longboat? Is there anyone on the longboat? Is she on the longboat, or am I going to be committing murder and arson?
I mean, does it matter? We just been given the okay to burn something
Okay,
down.
fine.
Kuiper's
She'll put
already
her
still with the
hands.
meteors on the ship.
I'll cast burning hands on it.
Okay. And as you do so, she will look to you, Kuiper, and then run back to the nine-tenths of a boat, and she will finish the boat.
Should I heal her?
Yes.
Waffleberg is just gonna walk over to her and just be like,
No.
Miss,
Yes.
would you like to be healed?
You can heal us along the way. Now, come on, we need to go now.
Why does everybody stop me from
okay.
using anesthetic?
You're not allowed to use anesthetic on her.
I am a doctor, unlicensed in
You're
every
not a
country
doctor.
except mine.
You're not a doctor.
So, really quick. After Alari has started burning the ship,
Yep.
Potoo's going to find wherever it's being moored or connected to the land, and he's going to disconnect that so it starts floating off as it burns.
Okay.
We are the best pirates.
Viking pirates.
So we're just going to ignore that there could have been evidence on that boat, or good
Yes,
things.
well,
Nothing good comes of this, Alari, now. Please, let's go. I don't want to be here anymore.
Well,
You
okay,
do
we're gonna
realize
go,
we're
but
going
let's go.
somewhere infinitely worse.
Well, potentially infinite wars.
She'll take the healing elixir from you, Kuiper, and just take out the cork, down it. Nowhere could be worse than
Right.
here.
Am I a fucking joke to
All
you
right.
people?
He gets in the boat. It's like, all right, let's go then. I don't say I didn't try to warn you.
Nothing to do with me.
Okay, well, we're going out to the boat. Come on.
And as you board the boat, and it starts to set sail. I'm going to roll a d5 for this. Let's see who notices.
Now would probably be good time to remember the fact that we're also trying to stay hidden from a giant pirate ship.
That
and we're
is
going out to
true.
sea.
Mariah, make
Yeah,
So,
how did we
because
miss this?
Also, because I
We
remember
forgot
Potoo's
about
going
the
to.
pirate ship.
What roll am I making?
perception
I'm also going to drop a singular gold coin in the
Yeah.
water.
Okay.
Potoo's going to pay tithe as well.
Yep.
Because we don't need that.
She will rummage
Everyone
into
pay your tithes.
she will rummage into her robes and drop a coin in as well. A gold piece.
Wait,
You
are
don't
we in
have
the
to
Tides
wonder.
territory? I thought the Tides territory was the actual sea beyond Piltover and Zod. I thought we're safe over here.
Apparently it's all the sea.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so they changed it. He got expanded business. Waffleberg will
We-
take out a gold coin and
It's-
flip it into the sea.
It's generally not so much a case of anywhere around Bilgewater. It's anywhere
It's
it's the sea and anywhere Bilgewater is as well, which includes people from Bilgewater. So
interesting.
yeah.
So
You know,
It's
Just
'cause
kind
I-
of looks. It's like, Kuiper, Mariah, have you paid your tithe?
Yeah, I will now.
It's because I read a
Flip
story
side.
recently about Misfortune where she met Nautilus. And
Yeah.
that was because of like a pirate funeral thing, but that took place outside of Bilgewater waters, if I recall.
well, see, they changed his story. He's no longer a dude that drowned and swelled up. He's now like a god,
Mm.
essentially. He's not like a god like Nargakaboris, but he's like a elemental spirit sort of thing that acts as it. It's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah.
Also,
But everyone's
Um,
paid their tithe.
and Mariah,
Yes.
as the boat sails away, you look back to Stonewall, and you just about catch a glimpse of a tall figure in golden armor staring at the boat as you leave. They seem to be
We're gonna die.
they seem to be what can best be described as. Do you remember your friend Phoenyrie, the Dragonborn?
Yeah.
Like that, but golden scales and golden armor, clearly emblazoned with the mark of the Alari. Just watching you sail off.
Goodbye. I hope I never see you again.
Well,
Bye.
The grumble just tackles it.
Just fucking jumps on top of him. Stop!
It's kind of like, oh, whew. Well, that just happened, and oh dear, I have to make a wisdom saving throw because burning hands is one of the spells that triggers that.
Uh,
I probably look back and salute to the Solari.
I just like to think that it's not like an actual biological thing. It's just a mental thing because I like to think that that's actually her going like, oh wait, I
Yeah.
used that spell.
it's just her realizing in the moment what happened.
It's like, oh, shit.
Oh, that's my cue.
Just kind of like the orange eye, the kind of like yellow eyes come back and the hair turns back to kind of its fiery orange red. And it kind of goes, ugh. Huh? We're in a boat now.
Hi. Yes, things happened. It's okay. This is all a dream. Wait, no, it's not. Moonman, you explain.
Welcome
Delris
to
is
my
actually-
boat. That person over there is an asshole, and we are heading to Shadow Isles Part 2. Part 1 for me, though. I have never been.
I've never been either.
Oh.
Delris, you're actually even more fine with the hangover than Alari was.
It's like, oh, right, we're heading to that island now? Hi, I don't believe we've met.
Oh,
you haven't met.
Stellaris.
Nice to meet you, I'm Delris.
She will.
I do not see spaceships.
She
What?
does not see spaceships.
What
Oh,
spaceship?
Stellaris.
Sorry, I didn't
Oh.
realize that my mic caught that. I was talking because we've changed the name several times from Stella to Stellara to Stellaris, and so I keep just slowly making jokes to myself.
See, this is the thing. I can't remember if it was Stellara or
It was
Stellari.
Stellara.
It's Stellara.
In that case, yeah, I got the name wrong. It's Stellara.
Like,
Yeah,
Nice to
Stellara.
meet you. I'm Delris.
You'd think by now I'd know to make notes of these. Well met, Delris.
Yeah.
She'll
Uh,
then look down to Kuiper. I'm sorry I roped you into this.
It is fine. Information comes at a cost after all.
if anything, you've been roped into coming to literally a mini Shadow Isles, so
I was about to say,
Yeah, you got bigger fuck than we did.
I mean, you say that, but you don't know what the Solari doing to us.
I mean, we were leaving anyway. And we already have a lot of enemies. One more is just going to, it's not going to do much.
Look, potato,
It's-
patutu, patantan.
It's
I will
not,
give Kuiper a hug.
it's not so much a case of you've got one enemy now. It's more a case of, given they've seen you sailing off with me and Kuiper here, they're going to think you all either Lunari or Lunari sympathizers.
Just
Basically, you're going to be
giving
branded
Kuiper a hug. It's like,
heretics in Targon.
It's okay. We're all here with you.
that is
Look,
nice.
sweetheart, I've only been to Targon twice in my life, and let's be honest, with the stuff I did there, I was branded heretic for life.
I've never been to Targon, but we were going to go there to climb a mountain.
Wait, Targon's a mountain?
There is a mountain.
Targon is the
Why
Wish
is there a
Mountain
mountain?
place. Or have you
Well,
forgotten that?
there's like Mount Targon, right?
Oh, we're talking of Ionia.
That's not Ionia.
Freljord?
No.
No, Waffleberg.
In
Look,
Targon. Mount Targon is in Targon.
he points,
Yes, it's in Demacia.
points northeast, Ionia, he points northwest, very odd, and then points to Targon. That is Targon.
So,
Though I do kind of agree with my sister that I want to go to the Felyord at some point.
you
Though I don't really want to kind of, impose anything on anyone.
Okay, I'm going to be
Yeah, I
honest.
don't mind going to Freya.
The further we get from the thing that we're getting closer to, the nicer that I would be. Oh, so that is not Mount Targon. That is yes, mountain. Mount Targon is.
This is not going well for me for these rolls.
They mentioned something called the World Ruin
You know what,
up there, and I kind of want to go see it, see if I remember anything.
Oh yeah, the mountain.
Huh?
I'm gonna go to. I don't know what's going on anymore. What are we talking about now?
So,
Well, I was saying I don't really want to impose it on anybody, but I'd like to go to the Felyord World Ruin.
Oh no. Waffleberg will actually grab her. Perfect. Freljord is perfect. Farther north we go, less south we are. Perfect.
Okay.
so looking at the
That has
distance
something to
left,
do with a certain other thing.
You don't know this other thing.
So boop. Let's see what gets us. Go on, what were you going to say there, Josh?
looking at the distance left, are we actually going to make it within 8 hours?
You should just about be able to make it there in 8 hours.
Yeah, I thought it was like a 2-hour ride.
It is, until the water starts to get a bit chummy and a bit vicious. And then you hear a loud sound
Mhm.
just ring out.
Okay, who did not pay?
I paid.
I also paid.
Did you pay Stellar,
Yes,
Stula?
Just
yes,
slow
Words.
look.
yes, I paid.
Mariah.
Mariah.
Mariah paid.
I paid.
Make me perceptions, all you.
I'm donating. Sorry.
I am donating.
It's been so long.
Holy shit!
Woo!
We're all going to die now. We are all going to die. That came at the sacrifice of all of our lives.
I think
TPK.
I found out what it is. We just need Stellari in the party more. Stellari is Kuiper's good luck charm. You all actually see this quite well. The noise is coming from below, and as you peer over the side of the boat, you see a large shadow start to surface next to you.
We paid.
And what appears to be a grey shape emerges.
Mm.
Nature checks.
Ooh.
I
Puppy?
was about to say Nautilus ain't gray.
Oh, oh no! Oh no! Thank you, Potoo.
Just Delris is there like, puppy?
Delris,
Sea puppy?
Oh no.
Delris, yes, you think it's a sea puppy. Mariah, you think it's an iceberg. Kuiper, you think it's a member of the Alari. No, you think it's some kind of sea dragon. Potoo and Waffleberg, it's a large whale.
Hello?
Other question, because these waters are infested, to my understanding. Is it alive or is it dead?
It's alive. It's clearly alive.
Okay, thank God. Because in that
I'm a
case,
pet.
no, why do you pet everything?
Uh,
Because it's a sea puppy.
roll animal.
It's not a sea puppy. It's a
roll
whale.
Roll animal handling, Delris. You reach down to pet the whale, and it seems to accept them. It seems to accept the pets. It's very balloon-like to the touch, like a rubbery kind of feel.
It's like, aww.
Because I know,
And then you hear the sound of a balloon deflating.
because I assume that's how whales feel like. Because I know that's what dolphins feel like.
Whales are actually a bit more kind of like rubbery, or at least like belugas are.
Kind of like
Because
giving it a good old pat.
I know years back when me and Rebecca went to that zoo in Gran Canaria, we got to like meet the dolphins, and they were like,
I
quite
kissed a dolphin.
yeah, they were quite balloonish to the feel, weren't they?
Yeah, one flirted with me.
Oh,
Dolphins are very balloony.
so
Just there, like, just giving it a good old pat.
and then it sinks below the waters.
Bye!
And then you see the water stir once more, a bit of distance away. And you see this whale leap out of the water and over the boat.
Ah! Apparently it deleted me as well.
It knocks Kuiper into the water.
Everybody fish Kuiper out of the water.
Kuiper is now Pinocchio. Yes, it leaps over the boat and just slams into the water a bit of distance on the other side. Starts to swim away from the island.
I am glad that it
It's a
did
good
not land
idea!
on us.
'Cause
Don't go near that island!
I found a new chart for sea encounters. Number 11's a great whale. And it's just like, this isn't intended to be a combat scenario, as the whale is just playing and goofing around.
Yeah,
No.
just Delris just there giving it good pats.
It's all well and good until it jumps over and doesn't make it all the way.
I just love you've got that one where it's just like 3 eyes.
So, as you wave the whale goodbye,
Yeah, stay away from this island. It's not a good place.
up ahead, you see the island coming into view.
Starting to wonder if you're not part druid.
I'm
Aside,
not a druid.
aside from you, Waffleberg, as everyone else looks to the island, your eyes are drawn more towards here, as you see Shurima start to loom in the distance.
Waffleberg
Yeah,
just slowly puffing up.
Waffleberg is not looking at Shurima, especially the sands.
You're just like, It's one of those cases where you just like try to look towards the island, but you see the eyes just dart every now and again, like, no. I'm guessing that was an insight on Waffleberg.
Yeah.
Yeah, Waffleberg's
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
he is very uncomfortable.
Thing is, that's the multi-class idea for Delris. Just Delris becomes part druid, like.
She is the way. What subclass of druid are you going into? Whale.
Ooh.
I am multi-classing into druid, subclass Uwu. I
No.
handle only cute animals.
Book of
You're
Fairy
turning
Delris-
Magic.
into woo woo.
Delris loves every animal. What are you talking about? She cuddled a fucking plague rat.
I forgot about the Book of Fairy Magic.
Woo woo.
Oh no. I think B actually
No,
got that book. I think B's actually
Yeah,
got
because
that
I
book
went
now.
halves on it.
Yeah, no, so the thing is, they'll only multi-class if they ever end up separated,
Yeah.
because they're already technically a multi-class.
So, as you start to get closer to the island, Potoo,
Yes.
the
Cute
world seems
girly.
to fade out. You're just left there in the darkness. And the voices enter your mind again. We can sense it. We can sense them there. The shadow of war waits.
Mm.
The might of the Shadow Isles. He knows. But more is coming as well. He's on the move. Viego
On the-
knows. Viego is finally making
Yeah.
his move.
Who is that?
The king. The one true king. Our king.
Mm. He's not going to be a problem, is he? If we stay away from him?
He may be a problem. Less for you, more for them. The twins. He is looking for his lost love. He sees her everywhere. Don't be surprised if he mixes them up.
Could
Why
be
is
bad.
everyone so mean to them?
You can't hear it!
You just looked to your right,
Oh.
Mariah's in your mind. How did I get here?
Potoo yeet. Goodbye. Get out of my head.
Just Delris is there, just like. It's like the dopey person that she is.
We fear that there may be more here, though.
Mm.
The Revenant awakes. As the king makes his move, the Revenant has his eyes on Noxus. He wants to return home.
Just kind of pulls a
Oof.
little pebble out of her front breast pocket and is, you ready, Pebble?
That could be really.
Sorry, I was
something.
tempted to make egu sounds there for a second.
It makes that little pop and whistle noises, like.
Adorable. If I existed in this universe, I'd kidnap that one too.
And as it does this, it lets off little sparks of light.
Oh, you're so cute.
Potoo, your mind is instantly filled with screams.
Yeah.
And you snap back to reality. You feel extremely uncomfortable.
I'm
Almost as if
oof.
every sense of your body is saying, get away from the light.
You're a
You
good little
kindly
pebble.
moves away from that.
It's like,
You're a good little pebble.
As cute as Lemongrab is, I am not going to be near him at the moment. This is not me saying it out loud.
Yep. So what? Potoo just kind of shuffles to the other end of the boat.
Hmm.
I imagine like just like Potoo was at the back of the boat, and now he's just perched on the very front of the boat.
Just kind of like a figurehead on the boat.
Pretty much.
just kind of puts it back in her pocket until they actually disembark.
And as you get closer, the mists start to thicken and take an eerie green tint. You all start to hear wailing from within.
Get ready,
And
everyone.
occasionally, you see a face pass in the mist.
This is going to be rougher than our last encounter with the Shadow Isles. So everyone get ready.
Okay.
I
Applies mage armor.
have a question.
What?
It just, well, the eggplant people pops out from Mariah's hair. You said we all got to stay on board, yes?
If you want to.
What
If the
happen-
boat can stay around that long.
What happens when boat goes?
Tide?
Okay, everyone into Mariah's hair. It just sinks
All
back down.
pets jump into Mariah's hair.
It's just sharky teeth leaps. It's me just like tries to dig in. It's like
Just see Draken just kind of getting ready to pounce behind her.
obviously the only one that doesn't try to rush there is Pebble.
Yeah, because Pebbles was.
Yeah.
That and Wilhelm, because Wilhelm is robot.
Yeah. Robotics don't need to worry too much yet.
Yet.
I mean, I'm pretty sure if Mordekaiser finds him, she'll be like, metal.
So it is confirmed that some of the spirits can actually possess hex tech, but Wilhelm is not hex tech. So I don't know if that goes for like all robots. I imagine it does, because Blitzcrank, because Viego's stuff works on Blitzcrank.
Yeah.
But Wilhelm doesn't even have a soul to begin with, so he's just the equivalent of like a toy dog.
Yeah, like it's pretty much a case of as the spirits in the mist just up to pass by, it's like they're seeing into your soul. Wilhelm is just a blank space. There's nothing there. They just see like an outline. Delris,
Yeah.
you're obviously getting the most attention. They see two within you.
Yeah, but I've also got my little friend.
Actually, no, sorry. Mistake. They don't see you because of that. It's as if they ignore you. They are paying heavy attention to Mariah though, because her hair is lighting up like a beacon at the moment with everything that's in there.
Oh.
Everyone stay close.
It's basically like Mariah's acting as a lighthouse at the moment.
Everyone stay close to me, okay? Pebble will keep us safe from these guys.
Meanwhile, Potoo's just on the very end of the boat.
I like to think that Waffleberg is just a nauseating like field of madness for them.
You do eventually make landfall. As you do, you moor up the boat. Take your time to look around. Roll me perceptions.
Okay.
I just realized something.
I can see the future.
I rolled a fucking 4.
God, I just realized you're changing into Damodar too. So, Delris, you're just keeping your eye on Pebble, making sure Pebble's fine. Damodar, Joy wanted to stay on the boat. Fucking hell. Waffleberg. You wanted to stay on the boat.
No, it's
Okay.
Damaberg.
Tammerberg.
Okay,
Berg.
so Waffleberg's wanting to stay on the boat. Waffleberg's, yes.
Yes, because...
Probably because there's fucking sand.
Yes. As soon as you tried to step off, you felt sand underneath you. You're like, ah, no.
No, no.
Waffleberg, the boat will not last.
It's like an animal
Waffleberg is safer in the water than he is on sand. Yes.
Also, I just realised Zach sneaked in as well.
Yeah, Zach's been here for a long time.
There is.
Yes.
Everyone else, you depart off the boat. Potoo, you're keeping clear of the... What is now a clear aura around Alari and Delris?
Yep. I'm slowly blending in with the freaking atmosphere of freaking Shadow Isles BSery.
Yep, Waffleberg does not want to leave the boat. Waffleberg does not like the sand.
Waffleberg just climbs on top of someone's shoulders to keep away from it.
Waffleberg isn't even doing that. He's just sitting there, not even like looking at the sand. No.
Waffleberg, would you like me to carry you?
Help. You're still on sand.
Suit yourself.
Waffleberg, that boat's gonna disappear. We need to go.
And then
It's
you'll be
safer
at
in
water and sand.
It is safer in water than it is on sand. Dry sand is hers.
Would you like me to fly you over the sand?
Wouldn't help.
Waffleberg, you said you'd come do this with us. Nothing's gonna happen, I promise.
I'm gonna say this. Y'all, if you want to, come roll me a group persuasion.
Goody.
Do not make promises you cannot keep.
I'll protect you.
Kuiper!
Kuiper summons a floating disc.
Just says, here, you don't even need to open your eyes.
Waffleberg will step under the floating disc. Do not make promises you cannot keep. Waffleberg
Down
did that.
if you like.
No.
So,
I'll protect you.
No.
Yeah.
There's no protection. Once we're off sand, it will be fine.
Come,
Well, come on.
let's move before Waffleberg actually explodes.
so
Two?
Mm.
Are you gonna be coming closer? I mean, I don't know if the aura works that far away.
uh,
Uh,
roll me a perception, Delris.
has nothing to do with
What
the
is with this?
Yeah, you don't notice.
I rolled a 4 and then a 3.
You don't notice this. So, are you going closer, Potoo?
You will take 1 inch closer, but not very much because it's a little uncomfy.
You're basically trying to stay either on the outskirts of, or just outside of the bubble, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So, Potoo gets a bit closer, Delris. And as she steps closer to the lights, you can roll one more perception. Her blue
That's better.
feathers seem to be getting a slight green tint to the edges.
Eek. I really think you should maybe leave your sword.
It's going to help.
Let your friend know that we are the only thing keeping the energies from taking you. We are holding them
Mm.
back and taking most of the energy ourselves.
Legion is currently keeping me from going that shit to the energies that are here.
You're also starting to turn green.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that.
This ain't good.
Mm,
It is the outlying of his grasp. The king is looking for as many servants as he can.
Mentally, duly noted.
Will you be
Thus-
okay?
Yes, the sooner we're out of this area, we should be fine.
Well, I guess we better proceed.
And as you all
So what exactly does this place look like? Sorry, because I wasn't there for the Shadow Isles thing either.
they never fully went to the Shadow Isles, but what you see around you seems to be like a thick green mist just circling, with occasional faces and forms peering in and out of it. Just what seems to be like ghostly trails being left, and occasionally figures flying outwards from the mist overhead, just slithering along the ground. Moans and wails of pain and suffering. And the occasional shadowy creature lunging outwards, only to be pushed backwards by the aura of the Krug. Oddly enough, they seem to leave you alone as well, Potoo. Like, occasionally you'll see one reach to you and then just recoil back.
Hmm.
Just imagine
Shepard's
you're like
one
pretty
of-
much right next to her leg, like.
Kuiper is attached to you like a backpack.
Oh my god.
I'm just
Don't.
imagining
Just
Kuiper.
climbed up on top of my already existing backpack and is just like clinging.
It's just like Kuiper's just gone full koala. Stellara is keeping very close to you all as well.
Just try and stay within the aura
I have
as much
never,
as you can.
I have never seen such things before. I have heard of such tales, but this has never reached the likes of Targon yet.
Nope.
Learning
But
experiences, then.
like we said, you might have signed up for a bit more than you bargained for coming with us on this boat. Because we've got to clear this island out.
I will take my chances with here then there. Staying back there would have been certain death. Here at least I have a chance.
Well, just be careful. The spirits here, if you leave the aura, will try and possess you.
15 perception on the sand. As you're looking through your floating disc, just at the sand travelling underneath you, Waffleberg, you do see like a hand jut out from the sand, reaching up towards you before sinking back down into it.
I thought that as well.
Well, Waffleberg will kind of
That
jut
was
away
perfect timing.
from where the hand reaches as he sort of makes sure that he's in the center.
Zach leaving them was just perfect timing.
Oh,
It was definitely a more humanoid hand than, say, a bird-like talon, so it's fine. And it definitely did not resemble any major beast. It was just like an actual human hand. But you do see like various species within the mist. Like you do see Vestians, you do see humans. The only ones you don't really seem to see spirits of in the mists are Yordles, oddly enough.
For now.
because when those fucks die, they don't go anywhere.
Yeah, when Yordles die, the magic just dissipates everywhere.
I see.
Just kind of there, like, yeah. So just stay within the aura, or the spirits will try and possess you. Last time we had to fight a bunch of undead people. this general guy. So just be careful.
Potoo's eyes
Noted.
shifty. Potoo's eyes just like shifty look when the general's brought up. And as you all carry on forwards, through the mist you can just about start to see the outline of a large temple. And the door to it looks to be broken in. Just like, it used to be like two large stone doors that kept it shut. They just seem to be smashed to rubble.
Okay, Pebble. This is it. You ready?
Kind of looks at the others.
Sort of nods, clearly not ready.
Just clinging to like the back of Delris. Just like,
The fact of the matter is, there is nothing worse than her. So yes!
I'm just imagining, and tell me if I'm wrong with this, or tell me if this is like a fine idea, Rebecca. I'm just imagining Mariah's there with the gun, just like walking along, occasionally just hopping along, pointing the gun at everything that moves, like.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like
Just
the
kinda-
introduction of Luigi's Mansion.
just kind of looks to Kuiper, who's like clinging to her. He's just like,
Once we get through the door, you may not want to be so close to me.
Noted again.
I fight up close, and well, I don't want you getting like hurt, you know.
Yes, it's almost as
Waffleberg
if
has hammer.
it's almost as if when it comes to combat, you're gonna have to try and find a middle ground to put the crook down into to cover you all. It's almost as if I've planned this to be more tactical of a fight.
Yes.
And as you head inside, roll me perceptions as you do.
Perceptibles.
what is with my perceptions tonight?
What are my perceptions tonight?
Yes,
They're working.
I said it's Stellara. Stellara's given Kuiper the look.
The look of
And this is
Lunari.
why Waffleberg ships them.
You all spot this. Hoof marks in the sand.
Well, they're not far off.
Can they be determined?
Given what you've been told and the size of them, you definitely think this is Ncorin.
Who?
We were showed the
Everybody's
picture.
favorite
Giant metal centaur dude.
I,
Ah.
I believe it's still got the image up here if you need a refreshment.
Let's
So,
see.
here we go.
I can send him one.
This dude.
I found him. I remember him. Yeah.
Everybody's favorite undead centaur.
But not everybody's favourite centaur, not since Lilia came into it.
Please, he's just freaking daddy hacker him now.
Oh no.
I've
Oh,
seen
no.
the jokes. I've seen the memes. I already know what everybody. He stole everybody's favorite centaur, just not in the way he used to be.
Well, good night, everybody. So,
Peckerman just shows up and punts Waffleberg.
as you enter the temple, the good news for you, Waffleberg, the sand seems to stop in here. Just seems to be a
Yeah, the
light
mo-
covering before stopping to storm.
Yeah, the moment we're past the light covering, Waffleberg will hop off the disc.
Just before we start, I need the bathroom, so we'll be back in a second.
Alright.
Okay.
As your talons just clack on the stone, just echoes through the temple. The mist seems to be staying outside for the most part, but you definitely hear noises coming from within. And on the walls, on the lit up torches. The torches being lit up with green flames, by the way. You see what seems to be depictions of ancient Shurima and of a young prince leading and then being chosen and then just damage to the murals after that.
Hmm.
as if something inhumane has just, well, something inhuman has just come along and just shattered the wall.
That's how the world works. Everybody treats you like you're something until something bad happens. And then you're just a monster to them. There's a beauty in that, isn't there?
Hmm.
Poetry, I believe you would call it, Moonman.
Just blinks and carries on looking down the temple.
I'd call that just how the Solari work in general.
Oh,
There's
it is
always
not just the
monsters.
Solari. It is far more than just Solari. This is Shurima. Your Solari and Lunari had no power here. I'm not even sure if this man's from Shurima. He could be from Mikathia, Ionia, or some other place where he was chosen. Treated like a god. Until some dumb fuck made a mistake.
And then what's happened?
Well, if he is a Bikarim, he became a freak of nature. A monster. In the eyes of the Shuremans, of course. In reality, he was probably just incredibly confused.
What's a Bakarim?
Or hollow.
What is a Bakarim, if you don't mind me asking?
Failure. That is what the Shuremans treat it. It is the attempted and failed ascension.
Kuiper, make me a perception. Potoo, make me an investigation.
Wish I had the
There are,
investigation.
there are many notable Bikarims of note, but it's bad luck to say all of their names.
Kuiper,
I'm
you're
back,
just
by the
hearing
way.
the wails and the moans coming from deeper within. Potoo, you get to the damaged part of these uh, depictions on the wall. This doesn't seem to be created by hoof marks or that giant blade that has been described to you in that Rail's picture. These seem to be large claw marks.
Would Waffleberg, the imageries, because they've been destroyed, but is there any other images in the other ones? Are there any individuals of note in the ones that are not destroyed besides the prince?
Yes, you do spot one. What seems to be a depiction of him visiting mainland Shurima, of him visiting the other princes. And one, because of the iconography, definitely catches your eye. It seems that this prince had close ties to Azir.
How big are the claw marks?
Very big, bigger than a normal human.
Are they bird-like, bestial, or like reptilian?
Bestial. Basically, the best way to describe it is imagine a large cat scratch just down it.
Poor bastard. I got caught up in the luxuries, and when he came to the end, he couldn't even look upon the old him. Stories are a pain in the ass. You Lunaris should know that. It's much easier to...
Delara's face just scrunches at it.
Cruelty of life.
Potoo, as you look down one of the near corridors to you, hearing the noises, the voices in your sword. Start to get riled up. He knows.
Visitor Legion.
The old master knows where you are. He is coming.
Ugh.
He wants us back. We best
Apparently, he has other squads.
Yes, but losing just one of losing a sword isn't too much. Losing over 1,000 souls. That is a different matter entirely. I see that stop.
Well-
No, for Berlin. It's not Daddy Ludros. I can't wait until they make Ledros a champion in League. Just watch his voice
He
line
apparently
that
never will
bloody
be.
bird.
To my understanding, he apparently never will be. Same with Commander. Oh God, the large dude with the mace that is
yeah,
always behind.
the Noxus
Yes.
guy.
Yeah, the huge fucking Oxus guy. Neither him or Ludros will apparently ever be actual champions, which saddens me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The sword. Legion just goes. We need to hurry and go. Get this situation sorted and leave.
Right.
Ironically,
Can you
this
put
place was cursed long before your shadows came.
Mm.
So how are you all going to go about this? Are you just going to blazingly go down? Or are you going to try and sneak?
Very carefully.
it's like Potoo's going to sneak?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be
And it will
sneaky as
probably
well.
be Potoo's probably going to speed sneak. That is a natural 20.
Well, I was about to say, those of you that are in the bubble, as you sneak, you can roll it with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Those outside of the bubble, with disadvantage.
I got 26 twice.
Jesus.
I
So
Got
rolled
a
the
20.
exact same thing.
you got a nat
Did you?
20, and what did you get for the hero to roll, Potoo?
26,
Okay,
which is just one under the net.
you're fine.
Yeah, same for me.
Is that
I
with
rolled 26 twice, which is under my freaking
what's that
natural.
Waffleberg naturally has disadvantage on stealth, so
Okay.
yes, that is 7 is legit.
Mariah, we need you to roll with advantage, so you can roll it again.
It holds true. He doesn't know how to stealth. It holds true.
Yep. You all think you're fine. You're all just silently going along, but just every so often, Waffleberg will see like a new depiction on the walls and just start pointing it out, just being like, "Ah, yes, yes, I remember this. I remember this."
I mean, the bubble people are in trouble if Waffleberg's pointing stuff out.
Pretty much.
Potoo's okay.
Waffleberg, we're trying to be quiet.
Waffleberg is being quiet. You shh.
And as you descend further and further down, you start to see what seem to be ancient Shreeman traps just destroyed. As if they
By the
tried to,
ghost.
yeah, as if they tried to activate on creatures that weren't there, only to be ripped apart.
Oh my.
We got lucky. One of those would take off your head, your arms, and your legs all at once.
Before you can finish that, uh, before you can finish that sentence, the Waffleberg, someone comes from behind and places their hand over your beak.
Mm,
To
Are you going?
vibrator mode.
Are you going to try and get us all killed here? everyone, as you
Mhm.
look to this. Potoo, Mariah, and Delris, you see a familiar face, Kuiper. This will be your first time seeing her. Or rather, a familiar mask. As the Shadow
What is
Assassin
happening
turns to
here?
you.
Identify yourself.
Shh.
That's not.
Wow, Dorian left her alive.
She does seem to have a. It's hard to call them battle scars because it's more like just more openings where the shadows are pouring out from her.
Shh.
Look,
Covers his mouth.
I'm trying to be quiet, but your friend here is going to give the game away for us all. As for why I'm here, didn't you hear from, the seer? There was a small
Yeah.
team here to try and retrieve something. I'm the only one
Oh,
left of that team.
right.
Your hand smells like lavender.
Shh. Waffleberg,
What?
be quiet.
It's called Pampering. You should
Okay.
try it sometime. And she lets go of your beak.
Waffleberg just kind of looks at her, points to his robotic arm. Yeah, tried it.
Either way, I still don't like you. Let's continue.
Oh, but Waffleberg likes you.
Not you, her.
Oh, okay.
You sure that you're this yammering about liking people and not liking people? What are you, some kind of giant tortoise?
I, in fact, might actually hate you. So let's just go.
I love that I got a little crack from
We
Joshua
don't
on that.
like you.
Just a ghostly turtle face pops out from the wall. Yeah, I don't like that. Yeah.
I want to be monkey.
So,
Either way, quietly.
as you all quietly carry on down the corridor, the Shadow Assassin will pull out a scroll, just unravel it. This is what they're after. Mainly because it was what we're after as well, that's how I know. Just seems to be a long staff.
Well, I guess we better stop them from getting it.
I really hope that's picking up on the recording.
What, the whispering?
Yes.
Well, I guess we should stop them from getting it.
Would I roll history?
Yes, roll me a history on this staff.
Staff
That'd be a
question mark.
19.
You recognize the staff from both the pictures and from the description of it off the scroll. This does seem to be the prince's staff. Basically like a symbol of power.
You are after Bacardi's weapon.
We are after power. This is power.
That is not power. That is a curse. You walked into a cursed temple just like the rest of these cursed spirits. But the temple was cursed long before the spirits, my dear.
Yes, but one man's curse is another man's power.
Cur-
Your friend
trust
over
me.
there seems to know a lot about that. She smirks as she looks to Potoo.
You actually see
Eh,
Potoo.
Of
trust me.
course. I
At
am
the
one
end of
with
the day. Oops, sorry.
I am one with the shadows, of course. I know when people are sneaking.
It's always good to know. Now, kindly stop directing your gaze here. I don't want whatever's watching to see.
And as you say that, Potoo, the world fades again.
E-
And you do feel a presence behind you still. Are you going to do anything?
I'm going to turn to face whatever the heck is behind me.
And as you turn, you feel someone grab you by the collar of your outfit. And you see Ledros staring you dead in the eyes.
Neat.
Can we all see this too?
No, this is in her head. His
Oh,
head,
okay.
sorry. No, you cannot slap Ledros for misgendering. He just stares you dead in your eyes, Potoo. Only a few
Beautiful.
moments now, and then I will claim it. And you. I will have my revenge on you and your friends, little bird. Not even Hekrim is going to stop that. Not even my king will stop that.
Oh, you're very angry.
You have not seen an anger like mine.
And you really think that you will be able to get around Hekrim?
Of course.
That's very ballsy. If I knew you didn't want to kick my ass, I'd say that's very cool, and I would like to be your friend, but you're being mean, aren't you?
I have gone far beyond mean. He will throw you backwards. And as you snap back to reality, you find your footing just losing, and you just fall backwards. Everyone, you've pretty much just seen Potoo turn around on the spot and just fall backwards.
Fall on his ass. I'm fine. Ledros is on the way.
So nonchalant.
I told you to get rid of that stupid sword.
Legion is more than just a stupid sword, and besides, I don't think I should give this back to Ledros.
I told you to throw it into the ocean.
We like giant butter knife.
Just like plant popping out, say that just slowly sinks back in.
Let's just do this quickly and get out of here before he gets here.
I think I hear a bit of your sister seeping through there.
We told you so many times about that stupid sword.
But he's going to get up, dust himself off, and he's just going to start walking.
Yep.
The more you natter at me, the longer it's going to take.
And as you carry on ahead, up ahead, there seems to be a large chamber. And as you look around, you do indeed start to see decayed bodies. Clearly with the symbols of Ionia on them. You believe these to be the rest of the Shadow Assassin's troops. Already drained of life and of the souls. And up ahead, on a plinth, is the staff.
Well, there it is, Miss Shadow Ninja.
Shh.
Feel free to grab it.
Fucking shush.
If it was that easy, we would have done so already. It's not that simple.
Because it's cursed.
Well, that's because it's trapped, but yes. That's in, you know, the giant horse thing.
Look.
Kind of like, is there's like,
I think I can get it.
And then you feel a hand on your shoulder, Potoo. So you know my name.
Sorry.
Everyone, you just look over. Potoo's there, and behind him, Hekrim towers over.
Party!
Okay, that one dies first.
Right. Okay. Look.
starts running for the staff.
Oh,
All right.
I just love
Okay.
how-
Look. Whoosh.
I just thought it's like,
Tosses.
okay, look.
tosses pebble to freaking Waffleberg on the way.
Waffleberg,
That's nice with freaking Hecarim, though.
Waffleberg, you catch Pebble as Delris rushes ahead to the staff. And as you do so, the Shadow Assassin
Uh,
also rushes ahead, too.
Why does nobody listen to Waffleberg?
And as you do so,
That's a
Don't
good
Potoo,
question.
Potoo, you are pushed to one side into the radius of the light. And you feel yourself start to burn slightly as you do so. As
It's immediately going to launch out of the bubble.
as Hecarim races ahead.
Oh, he's racing ahead.
Yes,
Oh, time for running.
he's racing
And
ahead. He's racing ahead to try and beat them two to the staff.
I have a 40-foot movement speed,
he's got more.
and I am dashing.
Are you yelling that as you're running?
I'm
No.
going to bet you he has more just because I know the kind of person Hecarim is.
Probably, but Delris is still running the fucking
I am-
fastest she's ever ran in her life.
I am loading up that sheet. I am loading up that sheet to find it.
So as Hecarim is going after them, Waffleberg's gonna look around. Are there any more like ghosts, spirits, Iron Raiders?
They all seem to be congregating in the corridor behind you.
No, you all stop that. You all stop that. He's just telling them off. He's like, no.
As I'm kind of running, can I like slow down a little and try and toss one of my sunbolts in Hecarim's face?
Hang on a sec. I'm just trying to find the thingy first.
That's fine.
I'm trying to find the poster it gives them all.
Let's find out how fast Hecarim is.
Exactly. I was just trying to look through and find it, and I'm like, okay, is that it? No, that's Falcos. No, that's Galio. No, that's Brand, which will come in handy later. Surely someone's done Hecarim.
Oh, there's most certainly a Hecarim. If not, just do a Centaur big boy.
Yeah. Let's see that. See if that's it. No, that's Shyvana. To be fair, I probably should just go to that person's post and see if they have that finger there for it. Apparently not. Apparently that went wrong. Eesh. Check out my post history. I think close to 30 now. Blah blah blah. I'm trying to, but then it went. Nope, there was issues. Oh, most recent jump master list at this post. That'll do. There we go. Hecarim. Oh, Gregor stats. Who wants to go fight Fat Boy?
Fat Boy's a good guy.
Yeah, but if you steal his drink.
That's why he's a good guy. It's
Oh,
because
God.
the fucking ice reavers steal his drinks.
The stats are Anivia.
Ugh.
Who wants to go? Who the stats
To
are-
be fair, she is a god.
Who wants to go fight Aurelian Soul? The stats here for him.
No.
Who wants to deal with 615 HP?
Yeah, sure.
No.
Oh, Azir. Included stats
No.
included stats for Sand Soldiers and Phallic Soldiers.
Oh, that's cool. It's actually clever.
Yes,
That
will help a lot, actually.
Oh, very much so.
Where is it? Right down at bottom, I'm assuming. Garen. Hecarim, here we go. How fast did you say you are, Delris?
40 foot
80
without
foot, 80 foot dashing.
80 foot dashing, yeah.
Yeah. Guess what?
What?
Ncorin moves 60 foot without dashing.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I try and blast a sunbolt in his face?
You can try, yes.
Moonman.
No.
Yeah.
He just
I
slaps
can
you
use
on
it
the
as my extra attack if that helps.
I mean, if you want to.
No.
He
What the
slaps both
fuck
of
is
them
with
away
my
with his blade.
rolls?
Oh, go on, what were you going to say to Kuiper?
Do you have a gold light thingy like this, but like sun?
Say again?
Do you have gold light thingy, but like this, golden and light, but like sun, daylight?
No.
Dancing lights.
Uh,
I don't think that would be as good.
and as you all manage to reach the end of the room, all three grab hold of the staff at the same time.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
And the room starts to rumble and shake.
Great. Now even the dead don't listen to Waffleberg.
And the wall at the far end, just beyond the staff, starts to crumple down.
Cursed.
Booby traps.
Treatments.
Hecarim will slowly just raise up his polearm, just try to use the ghastly glow to light up. And you see a huge sarcophagus forcefully chained and
Oh
sealed up,
no.
and the thumping
Correction.
begins.
The corridor's blocked, isn't it?
As you turn, as many shadows try to get under it as they can, as a large stone slab seals it.
Oh, Waffleberg wishes he was back in his hole. We are fucked. You too, horsey man. Fuck.
Heck, you actually do see Hecarim let go of the staff and slowly back up. As a large,
Both of you.
the shadows
Let it
inside the office
go.
back up too.
Yeah, same.
Let it go.
Backs
And
up.
a
Letting it go.
large claw rips through the front of the sarcophagus.
Waffleberg is hiding. He's not staying in the open. He is hiding.
Roll me a stealth then.
Waffleberg knows what this is.
Kuiper will,
That is a 21.
What was that, Kuiper?
Kuiper will probably be following.
Roll me a stealth as
Yeah,
well.
Waffleberg's just holding Kuiper like a teddy bear.
So while you're holding Kuiper, try to find somewhere to hide. Kuiper, all the shadows just doing like a and you dive into the safest place there is here. Mariah, your head gets extremely heavy all of a sudden.
Ah! Ouchie!
Right,
Shush.
it just falls
He's
forward.
gonna try and pull Mariah into there as well.
You end up in Yordle country.
It's just like a tumbleweed now. Just
Shush. Waffleberg does slightly have so that he can see out of it because he wants to see what happens, but he's also hiding because he knows we just fucked up.
and just through the large gash in the sarcophagus now, you can just about make out what seems to be a horrible fusion of a lion's head and a human's head together. as it stirs with anger out towards you all. And that is where we're going to end it for this week.
T.
That's where we're going to end it for this week.
We need is Ladros to show up.
I am here as well, and
This
nope.
this is kind of worse than Ledros.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, we fucked.
Yeah, the biggest question now is Hecarim going to side with you for this fight, or is Hecarim just going to try to take all of you on?
Free for all.
That is the equivalent of just am I gonna join these people to fight a god, or am I just gonna try and take everybody on at once, including the god? Because Bakais are still gods. They're just ugly gods that became monstrous and went insane. Cough, Zareth. But we fuck.
Next week should be interesting, but for now, thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week for some more Dark Tides of Runeterra.
Bye.